Oscar Bevis, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Galahad here at Miguel's Gym, joined by the man himself, Youssef Khoumari. How are you, mate?
I'm good, man. What's happening out here in Brixton, man? How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Always love coming to Miguel's Gym. You just said, well, we were just talking about how much of a nice gym it is. And the last time I was here, I said, was Andre Ward and Tim Bradley Day. So this gym has seen some superstars. And of course, now we're seeing you.
I'm here, the real superstar. I wish.
How you been anyway? What are you up to?
I'm good, man. I've been training. I'm always taking over. I'm always in the gym. I live and breathe the sport. So I've always been training, taking over, waiting for the next day to come. And, you know, hopefully it's coming soon. There's a few guys out there that I'm keeping my tabs on. Not much going on in my division. I know Joe Cudin's fighting for the world title, finally. Zafar Barrett's fighting for the European title for like the 100th time. You know, not much is going on, but stuff's going on, you know. Yeah, man.
We'll talk about sort of the future plans in a second, but I do want to take it back to the Castaneda defeat. Obviously, your first defeat of a professional career. How do you kind of cope with that? Because I know some people cope really well, some don't. Some it's a reality check. What was it like for you?
Do you know what? Every fighter wants to keep their O. They naturally want to keep their O. So at first I was upset because I lost my O and stuff. But you know what? It goes back to me. I'm a guy that always wants to be in good fights. I want to be in good 50-50 fights, competitive fights. Not a guy that's out there picking and choosing opponents, cherry picking, fighting guys that everyone knows I can roll over. I want to be in good competitive fights, and that comes with the territory. You're going to win some, you're going to lose some if you're going to have that kind of career. And, you know, I lost one, but I was in a great competitive fight, and I'll be back. So I'm just back in the gym, went back to the drawing board with my coach, and working on things, and we'll be back better and stronger.
Did it tell you a lot about yourself outside of the boxing ring as well?
Yeah, definitely, because, you know, a loss like that can make and break someone. But, you know, with me, I went back in. I was obviously upset for about a week or something, but...
It'd be wrong if you weren't upset, if you could just take it on the chin and walk. Like.
Yeah, of course, because it was an amazing opportunity. I could have got a world ranking from the fight. You know, my first big fight on a big platform like that as well. But, you know, I just took it on the chin. You know, more times will come, and I'm ready to go now, man. I've had that time. You know what I'm saying? I'm back in the gym, ready to go. Whoever wants it.
Whoever wants it means there must be someone or some people in your head that you're thinking about. Because of the name and the guys you've been around and the fact that you've been on the big stage before, your name will get linked with people. I just said to you, you were linked with jumping into fight Kakachi on the Wembley bill, but that was about, what, 2 days' notice? Yeah,
that was a bit silly though. They tried to call me on 2 days' notice and offer me the fight. I'm not that kind of fighter. Get me? Give me the right notice. If you believe you can really beat me, give me the right notice. Give me the 10 or 8 weeks. That's rightly so. And then we'll get it on. Do you know what I mean? I don't care who he's against. It could be against anyone. I know, you know, Kid Galahad was out there meant to fight Jorge Castaneda, my old opponent, and pulled out maybe because he bottled it. You know, he probably saw that Castaneda was a live opponent, got power in both hands, and thought, nah, let's go and fight someone a bit easier. But I heard they offered him out to about 4 or 5 people, and they've all turned Kid Galahad down. But yo, if you don't need a fight for Kid Galahad, pick up the phone, man. You know me. I'm not gonna say no. Let's go, man. Your opponent's right here. Let's get it.
Do you believe in your heart of hearts Kid Galahad turned that down because he believes Castaneda is a live opponent that he doesn't need at this stage of his career?
Do you know what? Because it's a hard fight to come back after the devastating knockout loss he suffered. You know, it's a hard fight. Castaneda's not a joker. He's a serious guy. He beat Arthur Jones just before he beat me. So they probably looked at it and thought, do you know what? That's a bit mad. I mean, they ain't got the heart like me to go in there and just fight anybody. So they probably thought, nah, do you know what? Let's go and try to pick an easier fight and come back and slowly rebuild, man. They're not, like I said, they're not like me who's just going to go in there and just, fuck it, whoever's out there, I'm going to go out there and we're going to just, you know, shoot out until whoever drops.
We know Kid Galahad, obviously a big name because of the fights he's been in the UK. I can imagine that sort of perks your interest as well, because if you were to fight Kid Galahad, you would go in believing you could win. And if you beat someone like Kid Galahad in this country, you automatically shoot yourself up levels and levels to the public eye.
Exactly. And do you know what it is? I'm in boxing as well. Like I said earlier, I'm not in boxing to pick and choose and have this kind of easy fight and that easy fight. I want to be in big fights that's going to challenge me, challenge my opponent, and excite people, fights that people want to go and see. You know, if I fight some unknown guy from God knows where, and they're going to put it on a card, people's not really going to be bothered. But when people say, you know, Kid Galahad Khoumari, the people know a little bit about me, they know a lot about him, there's interest there. You know, I want to be in fights that people are interested, 50-50s, get the people talking, you know. So that's definitely a fight I want. And it's definitely a fight I can win, and I will win.
Has it got to the stage where you'll turn down the fights you call boring fights? Because a lot of people, if time's ticking and not much is going on, they will just take one to keep themselves going. Are you one of them? If it's not a big fight now, I don't want it. I don't want the boring fights. It doesn't get me motivated. Don't need them.
100%. You know, I want to be motivated. I want to be excited in training camp. I want to be looking forward to fight night, and that only comes with a big fight for me. You know, having fought Jorge Castaneda, Kane Baker, and Rodriguez out in Spain. Only them kind of fights are really going to get me up. You know, to fight a guy you kind of expect it to roll over. There's no element of danger there. There's nothing there. You know, Maybe I'm just a bit different, but I want the element of danger there. I want that excites me, man. I'm excited to go in the ring with someone who could potentially take my head off.
I'm looking forward to seeing whatever it is because I know, like you said, your game, and whenever you get in the ring, we know there's going to be some fun. One thing I do want to ask you quickly, if that's all right, is just a quick comment on the whole Dillian and Tyson situation. I know it started with a press conference bonanza. We didn't really know what was going on, but just to culminate in Dillian and Tyson selling out Wembley Stadium in one of the biggest British fights of all time, it's really a special occasion.
Yeah, you know what? Now that it's calmed down, like you said, the occasion was one to remember. You know, they sold out Wembley Stadium. It was 94,000. It was a record. You know, Wembley was buzzing in the day because, you know, it's my local area. So I remember I went out to the shop during the daytime and it was mad. There was people everywhere. It reminded me of the Euro final, England versus Italy. So it was.
People were on Wembley way at 9 a.m. and the fight was at what, 10:30 at night?
Exactly, that's what it is. I was like, what the hell? What's going on here? It's packed out at like 9, 10 in the morning. So it was a great event. I remember I walked in just before they were going to make the ring walks, and you know, the atmosphere in the place and just the whole event itself. It was good to see. It's good and boxing wins. You know, big events like that, boxing wins. So hopefully more nights like that, more nights for boxing, and boxing gets bigger and bigger and better and better.
Welcome, Team Everlast, to the Team Everlast Fitness app. Download the Everlast Fitness app and find your greatness within.